Yeah, hello dear students. Now see the continuation from the last class. So anyhow, in the last class, the last problems are we calculated mutual inductance between two coils. One is otherwise two circular coils, and I calculated one is a square coil, other one is a circular coil. Square inside one circle is there. We know how to find out mutual inductance between them, and I calculated triangle with circle, hexagon with some square. Okay, so anyhow, to get those problems, first you identify the magnetic field at the center, and due to that magnetic field some flux changes, and you write flux is proportional to current. Remove the proportionality, introduce a constant called as m, then substitute pi as a ba product, then you will get the mutual inductance. Okay, now in this class also let me continue two more problems based on mutual inductance. Next I'll continue AC generator. Okay, so let us solve one more problem or two more problems based on mutual inductance. So write down the question: find mutual inductance of the combination as shown in figure. Find the mutual inductance of the combination as shown in figure. See, they given this combination. So they given a straight infinite wire carries current I, and they placed one more coil like this. So they given something, this is B, here this is A. Yeah. So in the last class, you know mutual inductance between two circular coils, one circular coil with one square, one circle coil with a triangular coil. Here they given one straight wire, other one is a square shape. Okay, square coil. See how to find mutual inductance. See, to find the mutual inductance between this combination, okay, to find the mutual inductance between these two, first you find flux in between these two. See, here the field is different, here the field is different, here the field is different. So field is decreases, field is strong, little decreases. So the field is varies. So there will be a variation in magnetic flux. So if I take any small part, see, here the flux is changing. First you try to find the magnetic flux. Here let me take a small region at a distance of something x. Find the magnetic flux first. So this thickness is dx. Here the flux is varies because the field is varies. Here nearer to the straight wire, field is strong. Here the field is decreases. As the field varies, flux varies. So first you try to find flux, magnetic flux. Once we got magnetic flux, then we can find mutual inductance between them. Okay, by using flux we can write it as Mi, then we will get the mutual inductance. So try to find the magnetic flux. I think I covered the same problem in the last video classes. Okay, so I calculated the flux. This I taken I is equal to something I naught t square, I naught t square. Then by using this combination, I calculated the induced EMF also. Here no need to find induced EMF, that is already done in the last classes. Here you try to find the flux first. And tell me the area of this strip. So flux means, see, first let me write area of that small strip. Area of the strip is dA. Let me write dA as Sides are same, A, all are A. So area of the strip is clear, ADX. Area of the small part is ADX. Okay, so the flux is varies. Here the small magnetic flux is d pi. We can write BdA. BdA, small magnetic flux. So let me write here. So d pi, which is equivalent to BdA, small magnetic flux. And to get the net magnetic flux, definitely we have to apply integration. Integration from where? Starting is B, ending is B plus A. Because I taken X from this wire. Okay, if I take X from here, starting is 0, ending is A. Now I taken X. X is varies from, X starts from 0, ends from up to the B plus A. So the limits are clear. So if I apply the integration, this d pi becomes pi. Limits of this one is B, starting limit. Okay, starting limit of this coil is B, ending is A. So B plus A. And see, field at a distance. See, let me write once again. Here B plus A, magnetic field due to the straight wire. Magnetic field due to the straight wire at a distance x. We know the formula, mu naught I by 2 pi r. 2 pi r nothing but 2 pi x. This is magnetic field. dA is A dx. Then flux is mu naught I by 2 pi is constant, A is constant, mu naught I A by 2 pi is constant, B, this is B plus A 1 by x dx. Then do the simple integration, you will get the answer. So first you find flux. Mu naught I A by 2 pi, this is 1 by x, nothing but log x. Limits are B and B plus A. So the flux is mu naught IA by 2 pi log of B plus A minus log B. So log B plus A minus log B. So you know the formula, log A minus log B is log A by B. Here we can write directly log of B plus A by B. This is nothing but log B plus A minus log B. See, this is the magnetic flux. For suppose this current is varies with respect to something I naught T square is there given. Substitute in place of I naught T square. If you apply the derivative for this, d pi by dt represents induced EMF. That already done in the last class. But here the target is mutual inductance between these two. Here this flux proportionals to current. Remove the proportionality. Then introduce a constant. No doubt that constant is nothing but mutual inductance. So this can be written as Mi. Pi is nothing but Mi. For one term, N pi Mi. Pi nothing but Mi mu naught Ia by 2 pi log of B plus A by B. So mutual inductance of the combination is mu naught A by 2 pi log B plus A by B. So this is the mutual inductance of combination of these two. So I got mu naught A by 2 pi log B plus A by B. Okay, same problem already covered in induced EMF. In that I given I as I naught T square. If I is given in function of time, we can find induced EMF. But here the target is mutual inductance. So no need to give I value in function of time. Just I is enough. This I current is enough. So we got mu naught A 2 pi log B plus A by B. Take this. Now let me find one more good question. Next I will continue AC generator. See, the next also same, but I am going to change the diagram. Find mutual inductance of the combination as shown in figure. So diagram is different. So same models are available in different books. You try to solve from any type of book. Here I am just covering some models. Okay, impossible to cover all the models from all the books. But the main parts I am going to cover here now. Okay, by using this knowledge, you can solve from anything. Means you try to solve problem from any type of book. Now I am going to cover one more problem. See the given like this. One is straight wire, other one is some triangle in shape. One is infinite wire, carries current I. Another one is given like this, triangle in shape. The given this height of the triangle is given h, and this side is given b. Gap is also mentioned. This gap is mentioned a. Yeah. See the given this diagram. Try to solve the mutual inductance of the combination of the given diagram. So see, they given a long infinite wire, means they given a straight wire carries current I and at certain distance A they placed a triangular shaped coil whose height is given h, base side is given b. Now our target is to find out mutual inductance between these two. Okay, due to this wire there will be a field, and no doubt here the field is strong, next decreases. Again, magnetic field decreases, changes. So as the magnetic field changes, flux linked in the coil is changes. As flux linked in the coil changes, again we will get some mutual inductance. Of course, EMF will be there. If current is varies here, we will get directly EMF. But here, so magnetic flux in this coil changes, that magnetic flux proportional to this current. This magnetic flux proportional to current. And see, to find this problem, again I am going to follow the same process. At a distance of x, I am going to take a small strip whose thickness is dx. Okay, whose thickness is dx. So here, let me take at a distance of x, take a small part. Here, let me change the thing. From this part, from this edge of the triangle, I am going to take a small part. See, I am taking a small strip. At a distance of x, the small strip thickness is dx. Area is clear, x into dx. And this height is different from b. Let me take this height is something b dash. B dash is the height of that small strip. Okay, B dash is the height of the small strip. Then area is different. Tell me the area of the strip. What is the area of the strip here? So let me write here. What is the area of that strip? Area of the strip is, it's not x dx. Area of the strip is dA. We can write b dash dx. Check it. B dash dx. B is the length, dx is the thickness. So length into breadth. B dash dx is correct. So B dash dx. Let me find how much that B dash value. Okay, use some triangle, similar triangle rules. Okay, here the triangle is, okay, similar triangle rules. For this height, the base is B. For this height, the base is B dash. Use the side by side, base by base. Use similar triangle method. See, let me get this B dash value. See, how to get this B dash means, See, for if you use similar triangle method, for h height the side is b, for x height the side is b dash. Do the cross product, you will get b dash. So b dash into h, which is equivalent to b into x, then b dash b by hx. If I substitute h as x, then b dash is b. Okay, so use side by side, base by base. B by h, b by h, base by height, b by h, b dash by x. Side by side, base by base. Use similar triangle method. Then I got b dash value. So substitute b dash here. Then what is the area of the strip? B dash is b by h x dx. Yeah, x dx. And flux through the small strip. So the magnetic flux, we can write it as d pi, which is equal to b dA. b dA. So if you apply the integration, d pi and this b, we can write it as integration of c. See the limits. What are the limits here? Limits are, so the limits, see I am taking x from this point, x from here, starting limit of this one is 0, ending limit of x is h. So limits are 0 to h. Limits are, x starts from here, see, x is here. See, if it is started from here, starting limit is a, ending limit is a plus h. If I take x from this place, starting limit of x is a, ending limit is a plus h, but I taken x from this edge, so 0 and ending is h. So 0 to h. Yeah, I think 0 to h. Now this strip is at a distance of a plus x. So what is b? Magnetic field mu naught I by 2 pi r. 2 pi r. R nothing but a plus x. R nothing but a and x. Strip is at a distance of a plus x. dA. dA is b x dx by h. So write some constants outside. Pi is equals to, then do the simple integration process. Mu naught is constant, mu naught I, b constant, h also constant, 2 pi h integration of x by a plus x dx, 0 h. See, this is like a partial parts. So x by a plus x, we can write this value. Let me write like this. Pi is equals to mu naught I b by 2 pi h 0 to h. Let me write this x as a plus x minus a. So minus a plus a gets cancelled. Again you will get the same. So like partial parts, a plus x into dx. Here a gets cancelled. Okay. Here a plus x, divide this into two parts. A plus x by a plus x. 1 minus a by a plus x. So let me write like this. Flux is equals to mu naught I b by 2 pi h. This can be written as 0 to h. 0 to h. Let us write in two parts. A plus x by a plus x. 1. And multiply this dx. Multiply this dx. So 1 into dx minus 0 to h a by a plus x dx. Here pi is nothing but mi. Mu naught I b by 2 pi h dx is x, 0 to h. This is a plus a by a plus x. So write a outside, you can write log a plus x. Okay. So if I write log of a plus x, so this is a 0 to h. Actually take a plus x as t, dx is equal to dt. So you can write direct log of a plus x. So 1 by a plus x dx. I gets cancelled. M is equals to mu naught b 2 pi h minus 0. So h a, this is log of a plus x, the limits are 0 to h. Then m is equal to mu naught b 2 pi h minus a log of a plus h minus log of a plus 0. So log of a plus h minus log a. So you can write log a plus h by a. So this is the mutual inductance of the combination. Is it visible down, sir? So mu naught b by 2 pi h minus a log a plus h by a. See the problem? Somewhat good question this is. See here, first I calculated the dA. I got b dash dx, and observe it. Here I have taken x from this point. So the starting limit of x is 0, ending limit is h. If I take x from the wire, starting limit is a, ending limit is a plus x. But I taken x from that inside of the triangle, then 0 and h. So the limits are 0, h. And calculated b dash dA, then regular process. If I is varies with respect to time, then we can find if this current is varies with respect to time. If I is given I naught t square, then we can find flux in function of time. And if you apply the derivative for this, d pi by dt you will get. D pi by dt represents induced EMF. We can find induced EMF also. Here I calculated mutual inductance. Take this. Okay, see one more topic from electromagnetic induction, that is AC generator. So see the next one. Let me talk few words about this. AC generator. So important for board level, and formula is used to solve problems. See, so AC generator, and see this AC generator invented by Nikola Tesla. Okay, so it is invented by Nikola Tesla, and see the use. This generator used to, means AC generator used to convert mechanical energy. It is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So it is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy, and no doubt this electrical energy available in the form of AC. So this electrical energy is in the form of alternating current. So far we used a battery. That battery sends direct current. Okay, the magnitude of the current is same, constant. Here this electrical energy is available in the form of alternating current. Alternating current means it is also the current whose magnitude and direction is changes with respect to time. Okay, so about this we are going to learn in the next chapter. Next we have alternating current chapter. So we are going to learn about AC in the next chapter. Okay, alternating current means the current whose direction and magnitude changes with respect to time. Okay, we can represent with some graphical representation also, that I am going to show in next chapters. Here AC generator invented by Nikola Tesla, and it is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Let us see how it will work and what parts are there in this generator. Okay, see, in this generator there are three main important parts. Let me write the parts first, next I am going to draw the diagram. See the three main parts. It consists of some part, we can call it as magnets. One is magnets, other one is armature, other one some brushes. Let us see how these are there. Okay, how it will work. So AC generator consists of magnets parts, armature and brushes, some slip rings, some rings are there. So see, I am going to draw the diagram here. So it consists of two strong magnets. Okay, these two strong magnets produces a strong magnetic field in between them, and those two magnets are separated by some distance. Okay, let us see how they are going to separate. See, these are the two magnets, strong electromagnets. This is north pole, this is north, okay, and one more is south. Okay, see, one more is south. See, it consists of two strong electromagnets. These two strong electromagnets are separated by some distance, and in between them a uniform magnetic field will be set up. Okay, here these two magnets are separated by certain distance, and in between them a armature is placed. Armature, nothing but a coil. Armature, nothing but a coil, a rectangular coil on which a thin insulated copper wire is wounded. So armature, nothing but a coil, and on that coil a soft iron core is wounded. Okay, and that soft iron core increases the magnetization because of, okay, so because of the soft iron core, the magnetic field between them is increases. See, so armature, nothing but a coil, and on this coil a soft iron core is wounded like this. See, this is the armature, and see, these ends of the armatures are connected to these some rings. These rings are called as slip rings. See, I am using a word slip rings, slip rings. And these two are connected to the some carbon brushes. These are connected to the some carbon brushes, carbon brushes, and these two are connected to the some external point. So you are going to get some output here. Output, nothing but AC. You will get some electrical energy. If you connect any load, okay, here if you connect any bulb, that bulb will glow because our household supplies are AC supply. Okay, see here, if you connect any load, if you connect any bulb, that will glow. So AC. So this is converted into AC. And see, these are the carbon brushes. And see, this is nothing but armature, nothing but a coil. Okay, and the other end of the coil is connected to the two slip rings. So this is the ring, slip rings. Okay, here the handle of the coil is rotated inside the rings only. Okay, inside the rings there will be a contact, and these two rings are connected to the carbon brushes, two carbon brushes, and see. And if this armature rotated from the external agency, okay, if it rotates with an angular velocity omega, so if the armature rotates, okay, if the armature rotates, then means the armature is rotated from the external agency, means some mechanical work. So we are giving some mechanical work with some handle arrangement. If this armature rotates from the external agency, then this armature, nothing but the coil, if the rectangular coil rotates, then that coil cuts the magnetic field lines. Okay, initially the coil is somewhere like this. Okay, plane of the coil is parallel to the field lines or perpendicular to the field lines. So initially the coil is arranged like this. If this rotates, then it is going to cut the magnetic field lines. Once the coil cuts the magnetic field lines, then flux, there will be a flux linkage. Okay, so here if the coil cuts the magnetic field lines, there will be a EMF in the coil because of change in magnetic flux. Why? Because once this coil rotates, see, let us suppose this is the coil. If this coil rotates, initially, let us suppose the coil is like this. The plane of the coil is perpendicular to the field lines. The field lines are in this manner. If the coil rotates, the angle between field lines and area vector, see, the area is in this direction. Area is in this direction. If the coil rotates, then angle between magnetic field area changes. As the angle between magnetic field and area changes, then flux changes. So there will be a change in flux with respect to some time. So due to this change in magnetic flux, EMF is induced in the coil. Okay, some EMF will be there. So that also I am going to find. EMF is induced in the coil. Let us see. See, due to the rotation of the coil, there will be a flux, and that flux linked with the coil is B A cos theta. For n turns, for n number of turns, we can write flux linked with n turns is n B A cos theta. Theta we can write it as NBA cos of omega t, because omega is equals to theta by t. Now this is the flux linked with the coil because of the rotation. Okay. So once the coil rotates, then magnetic field length, the angle between area of the coil and magnetic field is changes. So the flux changes. Flux changes. Okay, if the coil is like this, if the plane of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, then flux is maximum. I think you know when flux is maximum, when flux is minimum. If the plane of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, then flux is maximum. If the plane of the coil is parallel to the magnetic field, then flux is minimum. See, there is a variation in flux. Due to that, there will be induced EMF. Okay, that EMF also we can find. So anyhow, I got flux. But from Faraday law of induction, EMF is equals to minus d pi by dt. Now let us find the EMF. d by dt of NBA cos of omega t. Therefore, here NBA constant, cos omega t, nothing but see minus NBA, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta, minus sin omega t, and omega t derivative is omega. Now minus of minus, this becomes plus. So EMF is equals to, we got NBA omega sin omega t. NBA omega sin omega t. Here we can replace this one with a symbol E naught, E naught sin omega t, where this E naught is nothing but NBA omega, called as peak EMF or maximum EMF, and this also called as principle of AC generator. Okay, BNA omega also called as principle of AC generator or peak EMF. Okay, in some basic problems they may give number of turns, B value, area, otherwise they may give the radius, they may give the diameter, and they give the omega in terms of RPMs or radian per second. If they given all these values, we can find the peak EMF. Okay, peak EMF. By multiplying all these, you will get peak EMF. Okay, so solve some basic problems when they given all these terms. Identify what they given. They may give peak EMF, number of turns, area they may give, omega they may give, they ask you to find B. See, out of 5, they may miss any one that you can find by using this formula. Okay, so here I got the principle of AC generator, and see finally I got EMF in a function of sine omega t, some sine function I am getting. Now if we draw a graph between EMF and time, you will get a sine curve. You will get a sine curve. For suppose, let me extend a few steps here. At t is equal to 0. Okay, if I substitute t is equals to 0 here, then what is the EMF? EMF becomes 0, sine 0, 0. If I substitute at t is equal to something half time period, t by 2, okay, t by 2, or otherwise let me find with a quarter time period, t by 4. Let me check how much the EMF, whether it is 0 or maximum. At a time t is equal to t by 4, substitute t as t by 4. So let me verify here. E is equals to E naught sine of omega. What is omega? 2 pi by t. Into small t. How much small t? After 1 by 4th time period. So t by 4. T, this is 2. Sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So after t by 4 time, how much the EMF? EMF becomes maximum. Let us try at t is equal to t by 2, 2t by 4. Let us verify. At t is equal to t by 2, verify the EMF. E naught sine omega. Omega is 2 pi by t into small t. What is small t? Capital T by 2 I have taken here. T 2 2. E naught sine pi. Sine 180. 0. See, after t by 2 time, how much the EMF? 0. Then you try t by 4, 2t by 4, 3t by 4, 4t by 4, you will get 0 maximum, 0 maximum. So you will get a sine curve. So if I draw a graph, the graph is, let me draw a graph here. See, the graph is looks like this. See 0, and this is EMF, this is the time. Now this is at something t by 4, t by 2, okay, 2t by 4, like that. So at 0, EMF is 0. At t by 4, EMF is maximum. At t by 2, EMF is 0. So you will get a graph like this. It is nothing but a sine curve. Next, you will get a graph like this. You will get a sine curve. T by 4, 2t by 4, this is 3t by 4, 4t by 4, one time period. Here, this is maximum EMF. Okay, here you are getting some AC curve. AC curve nothing but EMF is changing, nothing but current also changing. So AC nothing but the current whose magnitude and direction is changes with respect to time. So this is some few words about AC generator. So what is AC generator? Means what is the purpose of AC generator? So it is a device, it is a machine, okay. It is a device which is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay, it is a device which is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. And see some main parts of the generator. Of course, it is invented by Nikola Tesla. Okay, and of course that scientist is Yugoslavia scientist. Here the main parts of AC generator is, one is magnets. There are two strong electromagnets. There are two strong electromagnets. Those two strong electromagnets are separated by certain distance, and they produce some uniform magnetic field in between them. And one more is armature. Armature nothing but a coil. Armature nothing but a coil on which a soft iron core is wounded. Okay, because of soft iron core, some magnetization is increases due to the orientation. Okay, armature nothing but a coil on which a soft iron core is wounded. Other end of the armature is connected to the slip rings. So some handle arrangement is there. So that is connected to the slip rings. The coil rotates, but it cannot slip from the slip rings. Okay, the contact is maintained all the time. Okay, the coil rotate like this. So there will be a contact in the slip rings. Okay, and these two slip rings are connected to the carbon brushes. These carbon brushes are connected to the some output terminals. At here we are going to get output. And whenever the coil rotates from the external agency, means if the coil is rotated with an angular velocity omega from the external agency, then that coil cuts the magnetic field lines. Once the coil cuts the magnetic field lines, then angle between magnetic field area vector changes. Angle between magnetic field area vector changes. Once the angle between magnetic field and area vector changes, definitely flux changes. Flux changes. So there will be a flux. So that flux I written BA cos theta. Theta nothing but omega t. For n number of turns, NBA cos omega t. And this can be written as, from Faraday law of electromagnetic induction, E is equals to minus d pi by dt. So I got EMF. And finally we got NBA omega. This NBA omega, call it as peak EMF. BNA omega, call it as peak EMF or maximum EMF, or it is also called as principle of AC generator. Okay, and see finally I got E is equal to E naught sin omega t. If any resistance is given, I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Okay, and see, just verify whether how this EMF is going to change. Okay, actually I have to draw this diagrams. First parallel, next biangle, next biangle. So no need to draw the different diagrams. Here, if the coil is like this, if the plane of the coil is perpendicular to the field, flux is maximum. If it maintains some 70 degrees, flux varies, 60 degrees, flux varies. Okay, there are some different diagrams are given in NCERT, just you go through it. Here, at a time t is equal to 0, EMF is 0, substitute t is 0, EMF 0. At a time t is equals to t by 4, EMF is maximum. At t is equal to t by 2, 0, see, 0, maximum, 0, maximum, 0, maximum. So you will get like this. You will get a sine curve. This is a sine function, sine curve. See, already same graph I drawn in EMF. A circular ring is in a magnetic field. If the coil rotates some 30 degrees, some 60 degrees, then I plot a graph, this one. Of course, semicircular disc also completed, circular ring also completed. So here E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So these are some few words about AC generator. See, almost some maximum concepts are covered. Maximum level of concepts are covered in electromagnetic induction. We started this chapter with Faraday law and Faraday first law, second law. First law is whenever magnetic flux linked with the coil changes, an EMF is induced in the coil. That is Faraday first law. Of course, we started with some experiments, basics. And here, later on, Faraday second law gives EMF which is equal to negative rate of change of magnetic flux. And after the Faraday's law, we entered into the Lenz law. So according to Lenz law, The induced current always opposes the change in magnetic flux. And I given plenty of examples related to Lenz law. I think you are comfortable in identifying the direction of the induced current. Okay, we can identify direction of induced current, polarity of induced EMF by Lenz law. And we know Lenz law is based on law of conservation of energy. Okay, and later we covered motional EMF. Okay, motional EMF nothing but when a moving conductor cuts the magnetic field lines, some EMF will be induced in the rod. That EMF nothing but motional EMF. And to find the direction of induced current, I use right hand palm rule. Okay, don't confuse with that rules. Right hand palm rule and right hand Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, otherwise V cross B rule is easy to identify the direction of induced current. V cross B, V cross B is easy to identify the direction of induced current. Okay, and later after motional EMF we calculated motional EMF when rod rotates. Okay, when rod is rotating, rotational EMF we calculated, means motional EMF when rod rotate. We got formula half B omega L square. Okay, later we entered into self-induction, some good level of questions also covered. I calculated velocity as a function of time, velocity as a function of displacement. Okay, recall all these things. So these are entrance level questions. Velocity as a function of time, velocity as a function of displacement. Okay, and later on we entered into the self-inductance and mutual induction, and the last one is mutual induction, and the last one is AC generator. Okay, so these are topics from electromagnetic inductions.